This is a new experience for me and a new endeavor. I've never created content like this before, so I apologize in advance. Why or where I got the idea from, actually, it was kind of based on New Year's resolutions, believe it or not. I was looking at my past New Year's resolutions, just kind of with the new year that happened here very recently, and just kind of looking at, I have not had a very good track record with my New Year's resolutions, and kind of doing a little bit more research and stuff like that. I found that 6 to 10% of people keep their New Year's resolutions. So for those 6 to 10%, awesome job, great work, keep it up. But for those other individuals, and myself included, what was it that or why didn't we keep those? And just kind of thinking about it, I came up with a few ideas for myself. One of them was I just kind of lost the excitement. I didn't keep on going and keep that goal front and center, whatever it was, or or I missed it once or twice, and it was like, the rest of the the rest of the year is messed up and screwed up. Why continue? Another reason was my goal was too big. I didn't start small enough, and it just was like, okay, this is a major lifestyle change, and it was too much, and I wasn't able to continue with it because it was too big, and I didn't take up, or I didn't rearrange my schedule to accommodate for that. And then also too, just basically that goal was, again, too big or unattainable, or it wasn't achievable because of other factors in my life. And so again, kind of then, moving to why do people start them in the first place? And after looking at myself, the reasons why I started was, hey, new year, new opportunity. I always want to become a better person than I was the year before. Sometimes that's happened. Sometimes I've moved backwards in some areas. Sometimes I've moved forward, but overall, I want my life to be on a projection to becoming a better individual. And then kind of looking at, another thing that I was thinking of is believing that if I were to attain or be able to do X, Y, Z, that my life would be better in some way. I would be able to lift more, support my family better, whatever it is, just if I made this goal, this would happen, so that cause and effect. My life would be better in some way, but basically it all boiled down to just having a better life and being a better individual than I was the year before. And so, kind of when it kind of all boiled down to that, and when I kind of was thinking about it and came across that's the main reason why I do, and I feel why a lot of other individuals do, is, I look at my life, and it's like, this is where I am now. This area of my life is stressing me out, or causing me grief in some type of way. What would it be like if I could take, actions to get better, to overcome, to have a better mindset, whatever it is, to eliminate this stressor in some way, within the bounds of, or within the means of not running away from it, if that makes any sense. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys there, but basically, just how can I be a better person? How can I overcome, grow, and just contribute to society as a whole? Because we all know how how awesome life can be, or the world around us can be at times, with people being negative all the time. But basically, wanting to contribute to society in that way, being a positive versus a negative. And then, kind of then after I kind of boiled it down to, okay, I want my life to be better, I kind of looked at the areas of my life, and I kind of broke it down into four major categories, or areas of my life that I feel like most of my life is consumed by, if that makes sense, or should be consumed by. Um, should is the key word there. But those four categories that I kind of came up with were faith, family, fitness, and finance. A lot of my time should be spent, or is spent in these areas. And so, your guys may be a little bit different, but again, that's kind of where I kind of came to the conclusion for my life. And so when I was looking at setting my New Year's resolutions based on that, the thoughts of this is where, what I've done in the past, and it's not not worked out very well. How can I change my strategy around this? And that's kind of why I wanted to share this with you guys, and see what your thoughts are, or see what you've done in the past. But basically, what I was thinking of, and what kind of spurred this on, was I heard of this study that people, or these scientists, did for individuals that were trying to lose weight. And what they did is they had the individuals in the study start out so small with their goals. They eventually wanted them to lose however many pounds, or whatever the goal was, but they had the individuals, or the participants, start out so small within their goal that it was achievable. It was a very achievable goal. And kind of, using this in kind of like video games, or different games in general, a lot of times there's a level one. The programmers didn't start out, or didn't start you out on level 100, because then they know that if you start out at level 100, it's going to be very unsuccessful, or the success rate in that level is going to be very high, and no one's going to want to play it. No one's going to buy the game because it's too hard and too challenging, and no one's going to want to do it. And so then they lose money, right? So again, kind of translating that then to this study of, okay, they had all the participants, that were wanting to lose weight. They literally had them drive to the fitness center for the first week. They just drove to the fitness center parking lot, parked, and then drove away. They did that for a full week. You might think, okay, that's the biggest waste of time. They could have been putting that towards anything else. But it was so small and achievable, they passed level one. And then the next step was, okay, drive to the fitness center and go and check in, and then drive away. They did that for a week, and then they just continued to build on to this challenge, and eventually they had them on the treadmills, or whatever they were doing, and working out for however long they were doing that study, or for hour, or whatever it was that they wanted them to exercise. And they found that the success rate had gone through the roof, or the success rate was a lot higher. Maybe not through the roof, that was a big exaggeration. But anyways, nonetheless, okay, how can we take that information and that from that study and apply it to our New Year's resolutions? Or how can I apply that to my four main categories, or goals, or areas in my life that I want to improve on, And so that kind of leads me to, okay, what are going to be my small attainable goals for each of those. And so with my faith category, I want to spend 15 minutes in prayer or meditation of some sort every single day. Doesn't matter when, what time of day. I'm just gonna that's gonna be my level one goal. And then with family, I've been noticing that I've kind of sometimes been a little bit negative towards them, or catching them in their flaws, and what I want to do there is every single day, intentionally offer them encouragement. Thank you so much for putting away the dishes. Thank you for cleaning up that mess that the kids made. Whatever it is, intentionally call them out on a good that they did. And you may be thinking, well, David, you might be thinking, well, shouldn't we always be doing that? Yes, and I do that. I'm not, or I don't. You might be thinking, well, shouldn't we always be doing that? Yes, and I do that. I'm not, or I don't think I'm that bad of a parent and husband, but just striving to intentionally catch them in the good. As far as fitness goes, you guys might laugh at this, but basically I want to work out for 5 minutes every single day, whether that's sit-ups, push-ups, finding a 5-minute exercise somewhere and doing it. But for work, I do a lot of sitting behind a desk. I wouldn't say I'm out of shape or overweight by any means, but I have noticed that the sweets from the past season have been sticking to me a little bit more than I would like. And so just realizing, okay, hey, let's get going somewhere in this exercise, get myself a little bit more healthy. And to start out, I'm going to start out with 5 minutes. Finance, this might be a little bit different for you guys, but basically through work, I work in sales, and the main thing that drives sales is phone calls for me. And so I'm going to make 20 phone calls every single day to people and set meetings. Because when I've done the numbers from the past, if I make 20 phone calls a day, that will get me the income that I need to help support my family and provide for them. And so that's where I'm at there. Obviously, you guys might have a little bit different goals within those categories, but that's just what I'm doing. And so what I kind of want to do each week is, okay, share with you how my week has gone. How and grade myself. Not on a weekly or obviously over the whole week, but on a day-to-day basis. Like, unless something major happens, I should be able to attain and reach each of those goals, which is great, which is awesome. That's what I'm literally driving to the parking lot of the fitness center. That type of mentality is what I want. And so I'm kind of looking at, okay, if you guys are doing this with yourself as well, let me know what your guys' goals are. Let me know how you're gonna take a take that big goal that you want to reach and break it into that small goal. I'd love to hear from you guys. Again, I'm not an expert. This is just me. This is just me doing this to hopefully help contribute to society and help others along the way and stuff. And so again, those are my goals. I will check in each week, share with you how my week has gone, and then share with you my new goals, and if there's any other little tidbit that I found along the way that I think you guys might enjoy. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great week. And always just remember, the only failures are those that don't get back up. So let's keep on going. Let's keep pushing forward. If you fail one day today, get back up. There's always tomorrow. Never give up.